This is 28 Lester in Milo. It's a end of a subdivision. Naps comes in off the main road. And the subdivision was all done by the gentleman who owned this. And unfortunately, he passed away. The last 15 years or so, he had slowly built homes. I think, according to his kids, 5 or 6 years to complete a home. This home was actually started in 2010, and his health had declined gradually, so he did not get it all finished. In fact, they just put the electric meter in the spring. That was the last thing really done here. So it's basically 2010 till now for completion, and a few things have even gone back. Like it did have soffits underneath, but those have come out because it wasn't taken care of. But the structure itself is a cement slab, and it is all framed and sided in windows, and has a heating system and a well pump inside. They're brand new. The well pump's still in the box. It does have public water and sewer available here, and according to the town, they could be hooked up. He had planned to put in a well on the side, though, to not have that expensive, the water, so somebody could do what they planned to do there, I guess. The neat thing is the subdivision stops up there and has this dirt road into here. It actually goes around and goes around from there. And then it has all this land included with it. It's got 3 ponds on the property, and they're actually pretty neat. I think the additional acreage here could be some other house lots, potentially. Somebody would have to check with the town to see how that would work, but it is very neat land. And then down back, he had a huge garden that he would plant every year. And the kind of neat things is that the ponds are all clear water. I don't know, I have to assume that they're groundwater fed for the most part, but maybe there's some springs or something, because there's 3 of them. If you do a Google Earth, you can really see it well, but a lot of times ponds like this will have all full of weeds and stuff, and that's not the case. And there's another one over on that side, and there's one over there. There is a house over here, and that blue line is a fence that the gentleman on the other side put up. But it has a huge amount of land, and it's all flat. Mostly clear through here, including the garden plot back there. And then the land kind of goes that way, and that does have some trees and stuff on it. So it's an estate, and unfortunately the PR doesn't have a lot of information, but we have put, the deeds look like it's 15 acres. The PR thought it was 12, so we've listed it with 12. And the house sits on a 5-acre lot, which is basically this and the ponds, and goes into the woods, kind of like a rectangle. That could be purchased, or somebody can have the full amount of land, kind of assuming that somebody wants all the land, but there are a couple options. And the water line for the home, again, cement slab, so the water line for the home is kind of nice. There's a little path there, and it's a neat spot, and there is a pond here. So the water line for the house actually comes out here, and so this is the water where somebody would hook it up. I guess you'd have to talk to the town about whether it hooks in over here or whether it's back there, or if somebody wanted to drill a well, which drilling a well has a fixed cost, but then there's no extra cost. So drilling the well does kind of make some sense, but it sounds like either would be available. Back of the home, and you can see where it had the vinyl soffit, and it's come out. And again, it's easy to put up because the channel is still there, but it would have to be put back up. Would have a little backyard. In fact, somebody could cut some of this stuff. I don't know if you can really see very well. There is a pond there, so somebody could cut this back and have a view of the pond here if they wanted to, or a small section, or none of it if they wanted the privacy, I guess. It's pretty unusual to have an in-town lot that has A, this much acreage, and B, ponds. I've never seen one like it. So again, it's sort of all the wiring's roughed in. Being a cement slab means it's good. This is basically open concept, living, dining room, kitchen. The kitchen cabinets, I think the son said he thought that his dad had intended to just have this as a placeholder so people would see where the kitchen was, but it all looks like it's in pretty good shape. You might want to paint it or something, but I mean, it all looks in fairly good shape. Meant to have, obviously, the, I think, range here with a hood or a microwave, dishwasher there, and then I assume they were going to put a refrigerator somewhere else, whether it's on this wall or... it is a 2-bedroom bath and a half, so this is utility room. So right where that furnace is sitting, that's a brand new furnace. The son told me it's been here for 5 years. That's how long ago it was put here. But you can see the inside of it looks in really good shape and has the model number there, the paperwork there. So it does look like it's indeed new. It's just been sitting. But the neat thing is this is a radiant hot air slab. And you can see here it's slab, but again, they've got knockouts that the ducting comes in here and you put the actual radiator on top of that once you put the flooring in over there, and it's in all the rooms. So this literally has to sit in this spot or get adjusted perhaps, but the ducting is underneath that to put it in. So, and then they have hookup for the water for hot and cold, and then a drain line. I think they were going to have the washer and dryer in this utility room. That is the well pump he intended to use. And then I assume this is a Holden tank. I haven't opened it. But I think you could Google one of those numbers and it would tell you, I think, what it is. So, bunch of stuff here. This would just connect up to the ceiling and duct out the roof. That's all there. Again, open concept, which is nice for this kind of ranch. And then it's got 2 bedrooms, one on either end. It's got bedroom here, closet. And then this has a half bath here. Again, everything in place, but you'd want to, like, cabinet doors are missing and don't appear to be here. So probably have to do a new cabinet. Countertop's brand new, but and then it's all primered, but you have to paint it. Has a second bedroom over here, which I think is a little bigger than that one. I think this was probably big enough to do a king size bed, and has closet set up there. Again, has a ducting in the floor where you put the registers, and then it has a Jack and Jill bathroom, meaning has an entry into the main area and an entry from the master bedroom, at least where I think would be the master. So kind of same setup. Again, maybe you could make doors for that, or probably just get a new vanity combo. Has toilet, and then fiberglass tub shower surround already in place. Does have even the fan. Walls are all insulated. Windows were all new vinyl. There is, it was insulated up top, but they got a raccoon, I think, or something in the attic, and it actually made a nest up there. And so he actually, a couple years ago, there's little stains there from when they were up in the attic. But we just need a finished coat of paint on everything anyways. And you'll notice in the garage, he repurchased insulation. And the son walked me through. They paid somebody to pull out the old insulation for that whole area, and you can see it has a whole, like, not really an attic area, although you probably could make it an attic area if you put a set of steps, pull down in the trusses there to put some extra storage if you wanted to. Oops. But they pulled all the insulation out of there, and they have more here to put in, is what he told me. This pretty nice design, 2-car garage, has a back door, side door, and then 2 doors. So it's wider than your typical 2-car. So you have some room for storage along here and along that side. Oil tank is there as well for the furnace. So that's there. And then electrical panel, again, they just put that electric service on the outside, most recently this spring. I think that's kind of it for the inside. So you have sort of a rough product and you get to finish it off. All the wood and that kind of stuff appears to be in great shape. Garage doors are insulated. You'd want to put openers or something on them, I think. But again, how you did that would be up to whoever bought it. And floor, you could do anything from laminate to engineered flooring to hardwood to ceramic tile if you wanted to. And again, I guess you could do a whole new kitchen, but I think this is actually very savable. So I don't know if it was new or if he picked it up used. I think the son thought he had picked it up used, like I said, and was just using it as a placeholder design. But I think it's all pretty good. But that's my opinion. So wiring, being done, and sheetrocking pretty much exclusively. So there is still a lot to do here, but there is a lot done and a lot of fixed cost with today's building material prices especially. So if you would be interested, let us know, and we will present to the owner.